It is Lord Haywire. I am streaming 2D 4X game development in Unity today again. This is episode 14, and as I keep joking, it's going to be like a 9 million part series because this is going to take forever because I am still learning as I'm going. We have these two items on the list. I just added this one earlier today. But we also had this scroll bar and population info panel. I totally forgot we had that on the list. I got a new computer. That's not what I'm using right now. I got a new computer and I was streaming video games and stuff in my other channel, which is why I didn't get around to streaming this. I'm gonna turn some music on. It's so deafening or so quiet, um, so incredibly quiet on my side that I have to have music on. So I feel like now I'm shouting though. Maybe I am. Let's turn this little thing down a little bit. Uh, it is device settings. And I think that might be a little bit better. There we go. I don't know. Is that better? It's hard to tell. This headset is terrible. Don't ever get this HS80. It's a piece of shit. Don't ever get it. I say that every time I stream with it. Like I said, I got this other computer. I bought this headset with it, and it just sucks. It's just terrible. Oh, that's what happened is this thing went up when I restarted my computer. Okay, well, I messed with all the settings before I got started. Um, Anyways, so today we are going to go over this thing first. This shouldn't be that hard. So we're going to do that first because I got to get warmed up. I am very hungry too, which is weird because I only eat one meal a day. And generally, I don't get hungry at all ever. So last time we set up this population panel that has the name, age, and sex of everybody. Well, let's just hit play and look at it. And we will see if it still works. Also, I had, well, we'll wait. So if we click on here, oh, what happened? Something broke since last time? I did copy stuff around. It says you're missing a script. I moved everything. So I used to have everything. So I didn't have enough room on my SSDs. And so I put, what one did it want? Oh, it says all these scripts are busted. Huh. No, these ones are fine. What is it? What was its issue? So, anyways, I copied it. So I had it on a physical hard drive. I don't know why I call them physical hard drives, but I had them on a physical hard drive. And then, okay, Harney. Um, what? So I copied them from a physical hard drive to an SSD since I got the new computer, and I can put all of my. I moved all the games off of this. What is it? This shouldn't even be interacted with. I wonder if let's restart it. Let's reload it. Maybe something weird happened. That's happened in the past. Unity occasionally just barfs on itself. I haven't updated Unity. Luckily, this with it on an SSD, it's a lot faster to load this shit. Um, I noticed earlier that it croaked out on like one thing, and I was like, huh. All right, let's hit play here, and then we'll fix whatever weird shit is happening. And then what script does it think is here? I mean, that's disabled. It doesn't even need to be used. The fuck happened to this thing? Let's double check. Maybe no, I don't think you can. I moved it to the G drive called Unity. 3, 4 would have been today. So, I mean, those are, huh. What does it think is missing from here? Select army. It shows it there. Was it army movement? What the fuck? You know what it is? It's probably because I've never had that happen before, though. Copying stuff over. Army movement. Okay, so we'll remove this component. Add in. Oh, you know what I was also gonna do, actually? Man, that means everything's gonna be busted. This is gonna be select army. I wonder why it would do that. Uh, this is a weird error because like I guess I did move stuff around, but I haven't messed with it since. What is the controller? See, they don't usually say script like that. They use uh what do they normally say? Let's just do this. I just want to see what it whoops. Maybe it does say that. I don't know. Sure. Create an ad. It does say that. What is the deal with these things? Not what is going on here? Um, there's no menu item named blank. What the fuck is going on? I'm so confused. Look at these. These are all like empty too. The fuck happened to this thing? Trying to think if I did. I made some changes to stuff, but it was a copy I made of this. Good God. Like everything's here. See, look at this. This is all missing. All of its stuff. Huh. Country list game object or county list game object. That's this thing. UI canvas. I name everything so that these are empty. What the fuck happened to this? Date and time text. This is gonna be tedious as fuck. We're gonna save this every 2 seconds. Date and time text. That's the timekeeper script. Well, we're gonna be familiar again with this. Date and time text. It'll be a good warm up. Paused is a game object. I guess it's this one. What is this one? It should just be text that says paused. Yeah. Everything's gonna be fucked. Unit prefab. I've never had Unity do this to me before. Army list. That's this. Ticks is at 0, so who knows what the time's gonna be. Yeah, I've never had Unity do this before, where everything was just missing. There's got to be more bugs than that. Okay, well that seemed to have fixed most of the issues. That's fucking weird, dude. That's fucking weird, dude. Uh, yeah, see, normally it says the name. The fuck, Unity? What happens if I was like really deep into a game and I had 6,000 of those things all over the place? All right, let's actually go to maximize so we can look at this while we do this. So this is going to generate names, hopefully, hopefully, and then we can go to Ann Cook. It's my wife. That doesn't do anything, but this should. Oh, see, this is broken again. What the fuck, man? Um, I've copied shit all over the place too. Prefab. Oh, you know what else? Let's fix this first. So I talked to this guy. His name is. I pulled this up just for this. That guy, Kato. He came into my chat last time I streamed, and he offered to give me some pointers for free. And we talked for like 2.5 hours, and he gave me a ton of pointers. The most important one being that I should be taking some very basic C sharp classes. And so my whole thing has been that I'm just going to learn as I go. And he suggested he's a very nice guy. Uh, he suggested that my inexperience with C sharp is probably holding me back. Like it's actually a detriment. Well, obviously it's all we've always known it was a detriment, but it's like more of a detriment than I'm thinking. So he said like you should just start taking some classes. So I did. I started taking some Microsoft classes online for C sharp, and I'm like level 3, man. I'm just barely past the hello world stage. And he also explained some stuff to me, and he also suggested that I set up my Unity editor, and this is like the suggested way to do it is you have your hierarchy over here. It's basically so you're not dragging shit across, over and all over the place. And we lost my console, but that's okay. We can add in the console back. Uh, we can just put it down here somewhere. Whoops, not there. Um, so he suggested to do it this way or do it, like just basically having these three things here would solve a lot of issues, and maybe even have the I can't remember. I'm pretty sure project was here because you're gonna use this less, because you can search for stuff when you fix things. So what was the thing that was broken? It wanted us to fix this thing here, population info. Instead of trying to like find it over here, he was suggesting, you could do it faster by like finding the prefab and going in here. And so, like it's already going to be here somewhere, or it's not. This is a text thing. Okay. Well, that that didn't work. This is the one we want. But so basically he was there's a lot of workflow that I have like the slow way. This is parent population group, and that's some of the stuff we're gonna fix later. I just want to get this thing rolling, and now that everything's all fucked up, we're gonna probably be debugging all night. Parent population list is this thing here. And so you're not dragging this across. So I'm going to try to see, and if I like hate this, then I'll just go back. See, like there's something right there I hate. I hate this, how this is mushed into here. But we'll figure it out. Just going to see how this works. I kind of feel like the hierarchy was over here, and then Spectre was right here. Let's put it that way and see what happens. Yeah, like that. Or maybe, I don't remember. I deleted my test thing because I was moving shit around, and we've seen how well all of that has worked. So this should be okay now. Except I have my game thing covered. Oh, it popped it open for us. So if we click on this population, it's still broken. but it didn't get a bug. All right, so let's do this. I think if this is parent population list, I think this is wrong. What does this say? This is a thing I also wish Unity didn't do is it's hard to see. I think we want actually this one. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, so he is a professional developer. Okay, so there we got it. We got the people, and we can do this. Man, we're gonna be debugging like fucking mad because of this shit. Man, that is a bummer. I've never had Unity do that before, where it just kind of fucks you right off the bat here. Uh, the only problem with this method is this isn't centered to my face. I don't have enough desk space up here. I have plenty of desk space on my other computer now, but I don't want to. I want to keep them separate because you have to like fuck around with all this shit in between each stream, and I don't want to do that. So, anyways, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna cross our fingers that life isn't fucked up. Uh, what we want to do is we want to add. So to this list right here, I gotta retrain myself how things work. To this list right here, we want to add activity so that we know what the person's doing as well. And for a long while, I was thinking we might want to. What's going on with this screen size? What the fuck? Um, you gotta keep a. I say this every time. You gotta keep a sense of humor when you're programming. Otherwise, you'll just kill yourself. So we want to have what the activity is going to happen. And for a long time, like pretty much the last 11 days or whatever since I streamed, I was like, we need to be able to pick what activity, like change the activity of the person, what they're doing. But I think we're going to kick that down the road for right now because we don't even have activities for him to do. So first thing we want to figure out though is um, we want to see where we're generating these people, which is in world map load, and we want to assign an activity to them right off the bat. This is for heroes, and this is we currently have it set to null. I'm pretty sure that's it. Right here. Yeah, we have this set to null, but we actually don't want that to be null anymore. We want this to be scavenging. And let's make sure I spelled that right. Whoops, that's not going to do us any good. Um, Scavenging, I did not. I can't spell. Make that a capital S. So now they're all going to say scavenging, and then we also need to fix the leader thing. I think I had it something somewhere that said, hey, if your leader's doing null, then say that they're doing nothing or some shit. In fact, we can find that. We can just search nothing. I think this is case sensitive though, and I think my capital, it's a capital N. Um, Here it is right here. And we'll flip this over to here. Oh, we didn't have that. We just had if activity equals null, doing nothing. So scavenging is going to be the base thing that all of your people do, and because it's a post-apocalyptic game. So they'll be able to bring in small amounts of resources while they're scavenging. So there's never going to be like an idle thing. They'll just default back to scavenging. So we don't need this to say this. What we're doing here is if this is null, we do this, doing nothing. But what we could do is we can put that there. That way it's like a null check to see if things are fucked up. But in reality, when we set up this guy, wherever that, what am I in? Select county. Uh, wonder why I wrote it that. Well, who knows? Um, we should probably start not having text in here like this. It's kind of a dumb way to do it, especially if we want to do localization, as they call it later. I don't know why I'm putting it in quotes. That's what it's really called. Uh, I'm just gonna double check to make sure I'm streaming to the right thing here, and it looks like I am. Wouldn't be the first time where streamed to the wrong account. Okay, so we need to where this is going to be in world map load. We're going to be generating one thing. Here it is. And this is where it's going to do scavenging. Actually, I might have that. I already do. So now it shouldn't be null. And um oh, I was like, what is this doing? Let's put a note in here. Oh, I guess I have a note. This part is just generating me as the Portland leader, and then this is gonna be the other the other leaders scavenging. Hopefully, I will remember how to spell scavenging one day. Sometimes it becomes like a muscle memory thing for spelling for me. Okay, let's see here. So now we have that set up. Now we need to add in here that a new one of these that says we're just gonna yeah, we'll just duplicate this and we'll rename it to activity sex title, yeah, activity, and then we'll say here activity because we want to know what activity they're doing, which is the activity they're going to be doing is scavenging. Now this is too big though for our little thing, so we're going to make this a little, oh god, what have I done? We're going to make this a little smaller. And how we can do that is here. We'll go to the width 200. There we go. That works. So we have a little thing set up here that somewhere. It's not on this thing. It's this. This sets up and it puts the 4 items in a row, and we did that so that they'll always all line up. But now our prefab's fucked up, so we can go to here. So I'm not sure how I feel about this part over here. I gotta get used to this. We need a new prefab over here. And this is the same thing. We're going to duplicate this. We'll rename it to activity. And then we'll go to here and we'll say test activity. One of the reasons why I put text in here is because we want to be able to see this if there is an ish. Ish? If there's an ish. One of my coworkers talked like that. Well, she's not my coworker. She quit, but everything's, doggo and sus. I think it's an age thing. I'm old. So this prefab now has this, so we can go back to here and we can turn off this because we don't want to see it. And then we need to put in the code. Where is this shit even being loaded? I don't remember. It's probably this. Nope. Uh, it is probably what script is it? You know what we could do instead of being dummies is just look. It's this UI population script info. Open it for me, buddy. Okay, so on enable, it's going to do this stuff. We're setting, this is for the currently selected county is null, dipshit. I don't know what we were talking about there. Uh, I don't know what we're doing here either. Obviously, we're destroying something. I think we're having a. I don't remember. Why were we destroying all this shit? Uh, because this is a clone of that one prefab. Look at this beautiful, this is beloved. Okay, so sex is at the end, and then we're. Why do we have this in here twice? Because one is for the leader and one is for the other. Okay, so after this, we need it to do. Actually, I guess it doesn't have to be after this. But I see a problem already. We need to go to. Yeah, we need to add to this script. First, here we go. Activity, text, and then we need to go back to this. Did we just happen to have the right thing open right there? Guess we did. Oh, we were working on the prefab, so that's probably why. Okay. Man, I haven't programmed in like 11 or 12 days or something. And I'm surprised my brain isn't dead. Okay, I was just familiarizing what the fuck we were doing here. Okay, let's look at this. So we're gonna put a note in here. So we have this done differently because this is currently the list for heroes, as we're calling them, and county population, which is normal people, are identical. But I have a feeling in the future they're going to widely change. So we're going to leave them apart for now. And that's why we have this like kind of duplicate bullshit. And the heroes are done by faction, and then we find out where they are by their location. Population is done by the county. So that's why this says county and this one says faction list. I we probably should name this the same thing. Or like the same, not the same thing, but the same uh format. This says list. Why can't I just call this faction though? Why did I call it list? Did I use faction somewhere else? I will just call this faction until something breaks. So this is the faction dot. Oh, that's why. Faction list is better. And then we'll change this to county list. We have a few things like this to deal with today, if we can get there. And so far, it's been a slow start. Uh, so before we do, actually no, it's fine. After we do, and then let's put this in here. This is for the normal population in the county. Uh, and we may merge these together at some point. So right here though, we can go. This seems like the wrong way to do it, but I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I don't think I am. What is this? What is all this extra shit? I did an update. I did an update now. Now I don't know what this shit is. Okay, so this should make the activity text the activity as it goes through. We got the components. Is this the best way to do this? I don't feel like this is the best way to do this, but we'll do it anyways. And then this is going to go down here. But we're going to say this is going to be county. So I wonder why I did the get component. I feel like there's got to be a better way to do that. And I think me and what is his name again? Keto. That's what I keep wanting to call him, but I keep thinking it's wrong. Discuss this. It's just my memory. So this is the problem with me also taking these classes, these online classes. Uh, we did something wrong here. Is that I can't remember any of this shit. My memory is absolute trash. Oh, we should have turned that off. It works though. It works. It's lined up. It looks good. I mean, it doesn't look good. This should be. Should this be on? I guess I'm just looking at a prefab here, so it doesn't matter. Should this be on? Let's turn it off and see what happens. I can't remember. My memory's shot. Let's test this on a different area too. Melissa Adams, Teresa Flores, and Matthew Woods. Or Matthew Wood, not Woods. Got their age, what they're doing. So that was the original thing. How long did that take? 30 minutes? That actually is not bad for me. Uh, God, I wish my memory was better. Or it's terrible. So the other thing, and I'm going to just take a look at this real quick. The other thing on this list. So this is done. This is easy. Oh, we got to drag it over here. It was like the easiest thing we've done so far in this whatever amount of time that we've done anything. In the let's see how much time. 13 times 3, 39 hours of programming. Uh, that's the easiest thing we've done. I'm curious, how would we test this? So the next step is to. A lot of this stuff is hard coded in, and it's gonna be a pain when we want to fuck around with stuff. What later? You don't want to hard code in all this shit most of the time, like this. Like whatever I rename that thing. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Um, but what I'm thinking here, I want to break our what we've done so far. So the next step is basically the next step that I have on the list is the scroll bar on the side. And I have no idea. I usually like plan ahead a little bit and look up stuff, but I didn't do it this time. So what I want to do is we have 10 people and it fits in here fine, but I'm gonna want to double it so it runs off the end and we can start testing the maybe fuck around real quick just to see if that's a quick fix. It's probably not gonna be, but maybe we'll get lucky. This scavenging thing was easy. So we want 10 in our home spots. We want 10. So let's do this. We'll just change this to 20. This is 10. You know what we could do here? This is one of those things like I was talking about. We will just put a public or a static field total. Whoops. An int total. Capital pop. And then we'll go down here. Tits. Tittle then we can go to here. And we can go to controller. Not ticks. And set this to 20. Now, if we hit play, we should have 20 people appearing, being generated in the capitals, which the current capitals are Cowlitz and Portland. So let's try Cowlitz. Yep, we got the 20 people. Oh, God. Oh. I clicked on this one, and it didn't do anything. I was like, oh, fuck. What did we do? Huh. Okay, so that completely broke it. I wonder why. Look at all these things are worthless. We got the 20 people there. Oh, but we didn't get... we're looking for Portland is what we're looking for. Yeah, something else busted when we did that. We can check here. Now, where did I put this stuff when it was being generated? Um, I was sticking this somewhere. This is where I was putting it? Why are they all turned off? Okay, so the issue might not be that, it's something else. I turned them off or something stupid. Let's go back to our prefab here. Wasn't I just like earlier, I was like, what happens if I turn that off and but it still worked? They're coming in disabled. We don't want that. Oh, I did it again. Okay, so we want this to break because now we have too much shit in here. Look how Francis Alexander there. So these people's names are quite short or quite small. Hey, Lord Haywire, that's me. Oh, I know why that's me. All right, so we have too much shit there. So how do we do that? It's this one. I gotta readjust my being used to this thing. This is just a canvas renderer with these things on here. Uh, so let's baby step this shit. Well, let's look at scroll an image or other view that is too large to see completely. Note that the similar slider is used for trying to talk while I'm. This might not be that hard actually. First thing we need to do. Let's run that again so we can look at it. Except I left this thing open. Uh, so the first thing we want to do is like cut off, like tell it like there's an area that we don't want to see. Actually, let's not do that part first. Let's add the scroll part first, since I don't know how to do that. What is this part? Oh, that's the title. There's the close button. UI. No, no, no. I wanted to move it. And I would like it actually to reach all the way to the bottom. And actually, we don't. Let's put it on the outside. I just eyeballed that shit. I don't know if that's the. Eyeballing shit is not the way to go. I actually kind of like how that looks, though. But 410. Like, I don't think I can just drag the. I mean, maybe I can. Like I said, I've never done this. What was this, like 950 or something? Okay, maybe not 950. 900? No. We can just look. Um, 700. That's the outer one though. The inner one is 600. I mean, we could put it on. Maybe we should put it in here. Such a, I don't know enough about anything. That's which may sound weird, but I literally don't know shit. Let's do like a point. No, you know what? Point two is fine. Point two is fine. So then what do we do? What are we scrolling? How do we use this thing? We might want to do this another time after I do some research on how it works. Will the component transition details? The float. Let's see here. Add the vertical group component to the content game object. This is kind of what we want to do. The scroll mask ensures that only the scrollable content inside the scroll rect is visible. The scroll inside the scroll rect is visible. What the fuck is it talking about? I think I just put this over it. This one. Oh, it's, oh no, that's this? No. Um, Turn that shit off for now. All right, back to this tutorial here. The mask ensures that only, okay, so where's this mask? How old is this? This isn't that old. The important elements in the scroll view are the viewport, the scrolling content, and optionally one or two scroll bars. The root game object named scroll view has the scroll rectangular component attached to it. Am I missing something here? I think I am. The reason. All right, I'm not supposed to be singing because I look like an idiot. Okay, so this has, all right, so we don't need this scroll bar. Uh, I am a huge singer to myself. What I mean is, what am I, alone and no one can hear me? We need to adjust this to. I was on the wrong area or something. I really want to eyeball this, as I was just saying, but we want this to be the scroll. Anyways, I like to sing along to music, but I don't want you guys to hear it. Man, it sounds terrible when without any of the music. I mean, it probably sounds terrible normally. All right, we don't want this bottom scroll bullshit either. Let's just disable you. Oh, I can't. Uh, Vector 2. Look how giant this thing is as well. Uh, we just need to turn this off. Visibility, hide and expand. Visibility, permanent, auto hide. I don't see you auto hiding over there, motherfucker. Auto hide and expand. I think that's what we want. I'm just gonna hit play on this while we're gonna turn this off. I'm curious what it's gonna do just with that. Experimentation, right? That is not at all what I thought it was gonna do. Um, let's turn you back on here. Okay, I see how this works. Let's put this up here. So what this is we need to have this. I don't know if it has to be like attached to this content thing. Oh wow, look at where the content is. Let's find out. So I think we can just put this here, maybe. Oh, we should have shut that. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, I did it again. So that's weird. Okay, so we got a couple of issues. Obviously, the scroll bars aren't there. We also don't have the top thing that shows like the age, sex, whatever. And but we're kind of getting there. This actually might work this easily. Okay, so first off, let's check the viewport here. I'm just curious if we turn that off, if it thinks that other thing is. God damn it. Okay, that's still missing. See, there's like a little thing there. Where's this one? Oh, it's above it. Well, no shit, it's not going to be in there. So let's expand. See, this goes all the way up to here, but the viewport doesn't. What is this thing's? Negative 15, negative 17, 50, and 70. Yeah, we can't just adjust that though. Oh, it's because this isn't. Well, this isn't gonna do us any good. Yeah. Um. Oh, I know what we can do. Well, that centers it a little better, actually. Let's see what happens now. We'll save this shit. Close this. Uh-oh. I mean, that looks better, but the issue is we have the same issue. What is this null value thing? Oh, it's probably been doing that the whole time and I just noticed. Um, why is it thinking this is null? We must have something fucked up somewhere. It was saying that before, I'm pretty sure. Why can't I see it right now? Oh, you know, it moved it up too. Of course it did. That's why we can't see it. It's like on the wrong canvas. Um, I don't think I can just drag this thing around though, can I now? This needs to be. It has to be in here because when we put stuff in here, it needs to know to put them below it. So what do I? How do I do this? It's controlled by this canvas. All right, that was an accident. I mean, I pushed the 0 on purpose, but I didn't know that that's what that was gonna do. All right, let's try this again. Ah, fuck, I didn't put that, I didn't close it. Okay, Jennifer Alexander's name is so long. It's kind of weird. I can't believe how easy this has been so far. Like, I'm waiting for, like, the shoe to drop where the... I mean, I know we don't have the scroll things working, but why hasn't it broken yet? All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm so used to my other streaming stuff now. We probably should put like a null thing in here too. What does it say if we said if else? Why didn't it tell us that? Value cannot be null. On enable. Oh, it's one of these is fucked up. All right, that's not a big deal. All right, let me throw my break timer up and I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Maybe. Where's my music? Pausing music. There we go. Alright, I am back with this shitty headset. I just bought so much computer gear for my other computer that I don't feel like um, buying more computer gear, but I guess I'm going to have to. I took the headset from this computer and brought it downstairs. It works great. It's only the side tone, as they call it, is almost too much. I can hear how echoey I am. Anyways, let's turn on my music first. That's the most important step, of course. And now let's figure out this scroll bar part. We got the stuff in there. It's only showing the parts that we want to see. Feel like that size is wrong. We want this at the top. And we're just gonna hit save. No. No. I said 0.2. When I save it, it goes to 1. Oh, it must be some automatic thing. We probably have to have this go down, like change at some point. But what happens if I hit save now? Let's close this thing. I'm just like clicking. I'm just we shouldn't get this error now. Um, I'm just clicking stuff. That's not what you're supposed to do. I feel like I'm really loud, but maybe I'm always really loud. It still has not appeared, and we got all of them here. It's so weird that Cowlitz is the only one that's showing that. And we should get rid of all this crap, so we don't have to see it. All right, let's go back to our tutorial. We got the first part. It needs to be referenced in the content portion of the scroll rectangle. Here it is. If that fixes it, I'm gonna be shocked. I say, shocked. Well, that's weird, but that's not what we want. Look at that. I'm trying to scroll down and it's actually almost letting me. I fucked with this one. I put 5 in here and it was at 0 before. I'm very tempted to start singing again. That's what I'm listening to The Damned. Again, like every time, it's like the best programming music for me. Let's do Cowlitz. What else did I fuck with? This is at bottom to top. Can I just reset this or is this gonna fuck the whole thing up? I can't reset this. What is this one? I mean, I haven't changed any of this and it works. Get rid of that thing. We don't need that. Let's look at Maybe I fuck with something over here. Horizontal I changed to auto hide. I was saving it. I save every 2 seconds when I do programming, and it kind of leads into my personal life where I'm saving shit all the time. Um, oh, it looks like it's there, but we can't see it. It's invisible. It's disabled. Um, it's disabling itself. We don't want it to be permanent though. That's what that was originally. Let's see what that does. Oh, I did it again. Maybe it doesn't know that there. No, it knows something's down there. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 9, 10. Did we somehow reset this to? Maybe that only has 10. No, we know that there's 20 here. It doesn't tell you how many are here. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we know that that's not the issue. Okay, what about this? Well, that will never work. I was gonna say, what about if it we have to put whoops. What did I just undo? I wanted to did I click on one of these things? Didn't mean to. Vertical? Was this unchecked? And I just accidentally clicked it? That'd be the dumbest shit ever if I just accidentally clicked the vertical. It literally would be the dumbest shit ever. Okay, no. All right. We're fine. All right, let's look at our tutorial here. We want to add content items at runtime. Then the content area will not adjust the size accordingly, and its items will not, which are not inside the area, will not be displayed, which is fine. Add a vertical layout group to that. We already have that. Add a content size fitter. The fuck is a content size fitter? Now at runtime, try to add. What is this? This is how it ends. A content size fitter. What does that do? You really learn something new every day. Preferred size. Huh. That works. It's slow as shit to fucking scroll. I don't know what a content size fitter is, but it works. Let's save that before I do something dumb. Uh, I'm gonna turn that off and see what happens. Oh, you know what? I don't have to do it there. I can do it where I accidentally clicked. We just turn that off, right? Maybe. Well, let's hit play. Let's before we change anything else. We know that's the one thing we've changed. All right, that didn't do it. I don't know what this vertical thing, horizontal, vertical thing is. I don't want to see the bottom one. It shouldn't be necessary, but you know what could be happening here is our viewport might not be big enough because of this. This is, oh, look, it's in the center. Um, oh, that's not what we want. We want this thing with like just a little bit bigger. But I still think this is not going to help us. Whoa, not that much bigger. How big is this thing? It's 20. It's because that thing's in the inside and it's fucking up my perfectly perfectly done. Yeah, fuck you. This wasn't that hard. All we got to figure out now is a few things here. I saw it earlier. It said something like uh, sensitivity or some shit. And so, what about if we pop this up to 5? Maybe the number of steps does affect that. Because currently, right now, it's really slow. And also, I think we want to do top to bottom. Okay, that doesn't do shit. That breaks it. You can drag it around. Oh, look at that, though. See the bug? We do want this up here. I'm just gonna put a note in, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Um, Getting scrolled. I'm gonna leave that as a draft because we might just fix that. Right? Yeah, no, fuck it. It is a bug. It goes to my it posts on my Discord and everything, and suddenly I care about that. All right, so before we get to that though, let's. This is a 5. We wanted this to be a 0, and I want this to be top to bottom. Let's. Oh, maybe we want bottom to top. Why was it in the center though? That's weird. Also didn't feel right. Lighting area. All right, let's turn this thing on. Maximum pixels per unit multiplier. We probably can just look on the thing. I mean, I guess it's fine if it's in the middle. It's not the end of the world. But I swear I saw something that said like sensitivity or something. One is actually fine for that. I just like clicking on things to see. Like, I was wondering what this is. Um, Maybe this guy says something. Oh, what did I do with him? Content by the size, blah blah blah. Because it is a lot of uh, mouse movement. You can't tell what I'm doing, but it is. Value. Fractional size of the handle with the range. The number of distinct scroll positions allowed by the scroll bar. Maybe like 5 was just too high. Let's see here. I can't tell. That actually feels a little better, but let's go. Where was that? Oh no, here's scroll sensitivity. I knew it was somewhere. Scroll view. The fuck is this thing? Oh, look at this. All right, let's turn this off. Let's put this at 0. Let's put it like 10. Sometimes you gotta like overdo it so that you can see, you can feel the shit going on here. That's 1 click. That's 2 clicks. That's 3. That's 4. That doesn't seem very intense, but it's way better than it was. And it kind of bounces, which is interesting. I'm fine with that. I feel like what happens if we put 100 in here? I just want to see. That's 1 click. That's 1 click up. That's 1 click down. Okay, so 10 is about what I wanted on, honestly. Yeah, I would actually. That's 1 click. I would actually probably go more like 20. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a crazy scroll fucker. Yeah, I would just cause yeah, let's do 20. We can, if people complain, maybe we can put that as an option or something. But right now, I think that's working exactly how we wanted, except that one part. So let's fix this part. Let's finish. Let's mark this off. You know, me and my what? We don't want to do it here though. Want to do it here. Me and my marking stuff off because it makes me feel like I accomplished something. I wasn't expecting to do that today. I when I saw that on the list, I was like, oh fuck, that's gonna be impossible. Let's fix this other thing though. It is not impossible. Where is this? Oh, well, we can't take it out of here. Wait, yes we can. If we just tear this out of here and put it here, let's turn this fucker on. Well, we don't want it there. That's about where we want it, except it's too close to that top. So let's move everything down here. Let's, yeah, let's move everything down to about where we had it originally. What is this? Negative 100? Negative 100. And then we're going to move the scroll view down. Negative 50, it looks like. The problem, okay, so let me think about this. The problem with that, I guess it's not really a problem. It is a problem. We got something weird going on here. 485 maybe. We got something else going on here. This is too low. That's okay. So the issue is the reason why I set it up this way was so that if we added stuff, it would automatically fit in the columns would always all work. But I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that. Let's do one last double check here. Just make sure this works how we want it to. God, I hate this fucking headset. Guess I'm just gonna bite the bullet and buy a new one. Okay, did you see that weirdness? It started out in the middle and not quite at the middle. So we need to have, I think it's this. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's how we're handling the viewport. Yeah, it's starting it like in the center. Oh wow, we want that the other direction though. Um, we want. I think we got an issue. I think I know what the issue is here. I think this is going too far. No, it doesn't look like it. We shouldn't be fucking with that anymore. I don't know why that's in the upper left hand corner, but I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to fuck with it. Um, Yeah, this is empty now too because it doesn't have this other thing, which is fine. It's throwing me off that it's empty. I mean, this is just an image. Was it doing that at the beginning and I just never noticed? I think it was. What do these things do? Oh, that was supposed to do that. Oh, that's the amount of that bounce. The bounce is kind of interesting. That was a point. Let's do 0.05. It was kind of a lot. Spacing -3. What's that? Optionally, the scroll rect can be linked to horizontal or vertical. Um, this is fine. I want to turn off horizontal. It seems like that should disappear when I turn that off. I should dig that thing out of saying it was done. It feels like it's like automatically, when you turn it on, it automatically is uh, scrolling to the middle. What does this value mean again? Because maybe we want the value to be something like 1 or whatever. Uh, Skull Bart. The initial position value and range from 0 to 1. What is 1? Well, we'll hit play and we'll fucking find out. I mean, debugging doesn't really count as programming, right? Okay, so that's still in the middle. So that's that. I put it on 1, didn't I? Or was I on this other thing? Okay, so back to this thing. I think we can figure this out. Number of steps is just some weird. Let's put this back to 5 like it was. 0.5. I feel like this is it, though. It should be at 1. But we'll say 0.5. No, I should. Okay, the size changes automatically. 11 is what this goes up to? That doesn't make any sense. Zero is going to be at the bottom. Oh, that just draws in that little thing. Um, this is just a picture. Sliding area is just the area. Fuck is that? It's because I was fucking with shit while we were moving around. Let's see here. Back to this. Yeah, this was on one. Let's Google it. We can ask Chat GPT. It's gotten one of like 50 questions right. Unity. Make scroll bar start at top. However, it currently starts the text position in the middle. It's small but annoying. Here we go. Set the Y pivot of your description text to 1 if you want it to align to the top. As a line to the center, set your pivot text Y is set to 0.5. Here's the copy of my scroll content if you need help. What the flying fuck is this guy talking about? What is this shit? Now we're getting this error all the time. It's like, no, fuck you. Well, let's clear it. If you can't see it, it doesn't matter. If it's gone, it doesn't have a problem. All right, what were we doing? Uh, it wants a 1 there, huh? I'm less talkative today, I notice. I don't know what the deal is. I am burned out, though, on just life in general. It happens. Okay, so that worked, but did you see how when I hit start, it was weird? I mean, maybe that's fine. That's fucking fine for right now, man. Hey, look at Robin Price. There's like a fucking space or some shit in there. Oh, I could have looked here too, but we'll see. I guess there is a reason to have that list. Joshua Russell doesn't have that issue. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world that it starts out and it goes whoop. Like there's some minor details. Like, is that a bug? Do we want it not to do that? Um, let's do a new column. And we'll say, do we care? Is this new column? In the county population list, when you open it, the scrolling area moves. We're not going to set that to a thing. We don't want it. We don't need it to be a thing yet. An issue. Okay, so that is everything I think for this part. Let's do. Oh no, we just found that bug, and I bet you I have an idea on that bug. Where is this shit now? It's over here. Streaming assets. It was a chick's name, right? My theory was there's a space in one of these names. Was it a chick's name? Maybe that doesn't matter. I think it'd be pretty obvious. So, if that's not the case, we got some other bug somewhere else. Faction name list, first name. Where we? Let's run that a couple more times. Maybe it's some weird fluke. I don't believe it. I don't believe it was a weird fluke. Oh. Oh, it's not a space, you dipshit. I'm calling myself a dipshit here. It's that it's centering them and adjusting the size. It does kind of look dumb that way, honestly. So let's do this. We're gonna need to go to the prefab, and we'll pop this open. What the fuck am I doing? We'll open this prefab up. Yeah, they're set to auto size. What's the minimum? Oh, they're not all set to auto size either. Oh no, which is fine. That's actually fine. What's the minimum size we put on their name? 18. Let's just make this slightly, because it looks kind of dumb, honestly. Let's make this 24 and 18. It looks kind of dumb because it was so big. You know what I mean? Like the one's like half the size compared to the other one. So it's like, what? And we should test some of these other ones. Oh, that does the move thing too. Let's maximize this and take a look at it. It's hard to tell when it's this tiny fucking thing over here. Yeah, I think that looks better. It scrolls very nicely, honestly. The bounce is nice. Did I notice the... Oh, you know what we could do here. And in fact, we should test this. I don't think I've tested it yet. Let's keep an eye out right now for when I click this. Yeah, it still does. It kind of looks cool. Cynthia Haywire, my new wife. Let's close this and let's try another one. Let's close this. Let's try a big guy. I mean, it works. I can't believe how easy that was. Honestly, I thought that was going to be a fucking nightmare. Oh, it remembered. Okay, that's weird. It remembered where I was with the scroll thing. Oh, that one doesn't matter. Oh, this one didn't. Let's put it right in the middle. Let's go to here. It does remember. How bizarre. Which actually I would prefer. Let's put this at the bottom. I would actually prefer to it remember. Um, but I have a feeling it only remembers. It only remembers if it's not, it hasn't been cleared out before. That's fine. We won't worry about that right now. We do have what? How much I got? For an hour and 15 minutes left. I might actually hang out with humans later tonight. It's weird. Uh, I think I'm gonna take a quick break. Then let's look at this shit though. Before let's prepare. This like is barely understandable, and I just wrote this. I was like, what the fuck is this? Okay, we got another one done. So these are the next step. We might actually be able to knock a couple of these out. So this is the issue: is all my code is fucking ugly. Let's do this one first. And then Spectre, it says county instead of counties. So that's going to break stuff when we change that. These are all just like some little things that need to be done. And then we're going to add some resources. We don't care about this so much yet. Maybe we should care about that so that basically my YouTube thumbnails are all the same thing. And that will change that if so they're different colors. We'll add like 10 different colors and then we'll have them checked or have them applied by color. This is coming up. I mean, this is probably all we'll be. If we're lucky, we'll be able to get through this right now. We'll do this one actually first next time. Once we get done with this stuff. So you know what we should do though, actually, is I'm gonna close this. This is before I take a break here. We're gonna save this shit. We're gonna close that. We're gonna go back to this. We are going to push this code. County population is done, so we can actually merge this shit right into the main. I mean, no, we're not gonna push it to the main. We're gonna put this in here. I don't know why the fuck I'm so tired. I like took a nap. I slept. I drank some coffee. What are we doing here? This is added activities. Activities. You probably can't read that. And scroll bar. No one can read that. We'll commit all this shit. We will push this stuff. And then we'll wait here patiently. Then we are going to, it's going to say, hey, do you want to create a pull request? We do. Can't merge automatically. Why not? Oh, I think I have some things set up so that it won't accidentally delete over our main if I'm like, I don't know, acting stupid or something. So county population basics are done. It's curious. There's a spot where it says like yeah, it's just a review required. Resolve the conflicts with the README. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't know what this is. The fuck is it talking about? This should. Oh, this is the main. I've never had to do this before. Resolve conflicts between county population and main and committing changes. Well, I want this is there. We want this to be. Oh, I know why this is like this. Is because I added a period. Does it really want me to like to type in here? Mark as resolved. County population goes from there. I don't know. How do I do this? Does it want me to type in here? This seems bonkers. And it's that period was what do I do? I want him to be in there in my list. What do I do? What are these arrows with these main and shit? What does this all mean? Mark as resolved. That's what I wanted to say. Commit merge. Oh, is that the only? Oh. So I went into. Hey, we lost 1,000 of something. I went in to GitHub and added a period at the end because I was testing. I was testing this, and this is the first time I've merged a commit since then, and so I didn't know it. I've never encountered that. My code's always perfect. Yeah, we're gonna merge without, and then we're going to. I want to delete this. Combined into one commit. All commits will be added to the branch via a merge commit. That's what I want. I would like to delete the um I have to type something in here. Is that its problem? I guess it won't let me delete the branch. I wanted to get rid of the branch. Did I already type this in here? Close with commit. What does that mean? Is it going to close the branch? Give me a. This all looks new to me, and I've done this like a bunch of times. Close with commits. I'm going to click that. Close with unmerged commit. Closing this now. Close with unmerged commit. This pull request is closed with the. Oh, I want to. Oops. Whoa. Oops. Reopen. I have to approve it. I already told it was. Um. I told it to fuck off with that. Valdo, how's your day? Oh man, I'm trying to say not day or night. How's your life going? Um, reopen. Yeah, I said it to do this. Merge pull request. And that's the one I want. Do it. I did it. Maybe. Oh no. Oh. Oh. I was like, I'll just edit it here. No, don't do that. Okay. We got main. Is this thing gone? No, I meant to get rid of this thing. Well, let's make sure that I can get rid of this without something dumb. 6 minutes ago. Okay. Let's delete this branch. I didn't need to go there to delete that. I could have done it right here. I would like to delete this. Then we're going to go back to here and oh, yes, of course. Of course, I'm sorry. Do I have Unity closed? I do have Unity closed. And then it's going to bing at me. It's almost night here as well. It's 5:46. Okay, we need this to be like that. And This happened last time, and all I did was like close and reopen this, and then it fixed itself. I was gonna take a break, and then I was like, oh, let me just push this because we finished this branch, and then suddenly I was in uh, unknown territory. Obviously, my Git skills are noob like. I have a friend I mention this guy all the time. What is your problem now? Uh, that I ask him all my Git questions, and he rudely tells me how to do everything. He says, "You are a fucking idiot. This is how you do it." He does all command line stuff though. And then I think I'm gonna delete that other branch, the local branch. We don't need that shit anymore. Let's see if these errors all reappear. I vaguely remember that happening last time I pushed and pulled or whatever I'm doing here. That's another basic class I need to do is Git. C sharp and Git. For some reason today I keep wanting to call C sharp C plus. I don't know what the fucking deal is. All right, let's get rid of these things. Then I'll take a break. I need to look at my local manage branches. We don't want this shit here anymore. Can I just hit delete? And then can I go to this one and just hit delete? Someone's probably screaming, "What the fuck are you doing? That's not how you do version control." Just delete shit. All right. All right, we're back on main, but we're not going to commit to main. Now we're going to clean up the code. Well, after my break, we're going to clean up the code. Where did I go with my shit here? Um, we're going to do this stuff. Hopefully. And there's also some other thing that Kato was telling me that I might try. Basically, my knowledge, me not liking to drag things in the inspector is holding me back. Was another thing he told me. It's easier to merge branches in Visual Studio, so make sure the latest version of main is in your other branch. If you have merge has conflict, Visual Studio has tools to help you with it. Okay, so that I almost called it a bug. It wasn't a bug. It was working properly. Let's go back to that GitHub thing. It's not going to show it to me, obviously. So I had changed something here, and that's why I was giving me that conflict. And it was just like a text editor. So what you're saying is Visual Studio would have helped me compare something and made it easier than whatever that bizarro thing I was just looking at was. And drink some orange juice while. Yeah, it's always like 30 seconds. That my voice doesn't get to them for like 30 seconds. I haven't checked, and I should check for this account. I wonder if I have like the lag thing turned. They have a setting on here that's like less laggy. Latency mode. No, it's set to low. Um, but I'm gonna take a quick break. This I already fixed. Don't edit it in GitHub. Yeah, it shows you the difference between both versions, and you can pick the version you want. Excellent. So how do I do a merge in here? Well, I don't have any branches anymore. These are really old. Fetch. New local branch from. We are going to do a new local branch. Actually, we could do that right now. New branch. One. We're gonna put a one at the end because I always do this continue on, but I'm curious what changes is it talking about? Because I bet you we're gonna be cleaning up code many a time. This is just gonna be the first round. All right, for real this time. I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be back in less than 5 minutes. All right, I'm back. Except I can't hear myself. God damn it! I hate this fucking headset. I'm just. I think that's just. It's. This is as much as I hear. I'm just so used to that other one now. Let me turn on my break timer. So I was thinking when I was outside that on my other rig, as we're calling it, um, I have a button that goes on break, and my camera turns off, and this one doesn't. My camera does not turn off. I'm trying to look up when the liquor store closes by my house at the same time as talking. Um, I live in Oregon, and they have some weird closes at 9 p.m. All right. Uh, I think my headset my my headset turned off. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, I live in Oregon, so liquor stores close really early. So I was looking that up at the same time. Anyways, and my other thing, I have a button now that turns me on a break, and then the timer comes up, my camera turns off. And so with this one, I'm gonna turn on the break timer one day, and I'm gonna be like picking my nose or something, and it will be embarrassing. But that's what's gonna happen. All right, right click your branch and the select merge. It will ask you which branch you want to merge in the current active branch. So if I was up to here, I don't have any changes though in this branch. We could do a change though. We actually no, we have one change. Um, I'm just curious. Let's go back to Git. Wait, no, it's still open over here. Right click. But then I push the main, or do I do it to here? Merge main into. No, I want to do it the other way around, don't I? I did modify it. I'm answering chat from before I went to break. I did modify a thing. I modified it directly on GitHub because I was testing something and I didn't think about the repercussions. It always seems backwards to me. I don't think we want to merge main. All right, well I'll look it up later. What the fuck was I gonna do? Let's go. We don't need that. We can put my music back on and hope you guys can't hear it. Okay. Um, we were going to. We don't need this anymore. Change county names from county state to just county. Ugh, let's do that one next. That's it. It's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be all this is gonna be kind of tedious. All right, so this is easy. It's easy. Everything's gonna break, but it's easy. This should say counties. That's what this whole thing is about. That is that. That should say counties, not county. And then we should hit play on this and see what implodes. Oh, I have this still on here. Maybe nothing imploded. It still works. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't work. What about create army? Time's not passing. We got a bug to fix there. Why did time stop working? Oh, I don't want this on maximize. Um, my wake up from a nap alarm just went off. I'm going to turn this debug log off here. We don't need this shit anymore. Not for right now, at least. And we're gonna figure out why. It's probably one of those earlier bugs. Oh, it's because we're on tick 0 because this all got reset. I think it was on 100. I think. I think. 100 seems a little fast, but we'll leave it 100. I wonder why that happened. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. It's lucky that I even noticed that because that's not something that my brain normally. Yeah, this fucking headset. I hate this thing. Don't ever buy an HS uh 80. They're pieces of shit. Let's clean up our console here. All right, so that time was passing. What were we checking though? Oh, and that's it. This is done. I don't know how we did this so easily. I do that every time today. Change county names from county state to just county. All right, I was avoiding that for 2 seconds. That shouldn't actually be that hard. What I'm talking about is this. We want this now. I don't know why. Never is, then we need to get rid of it. Uh, this is going to be a public string. And this will be the province that it's in. And where do we put after? We put after select. What do we got going on here? This is in the wrong order. My obsession with order. This should be here. And then it should go here. See, this is new. This weird shit is new. You know why this when this appeared is I installed C sharp, just C sharp on my computer, because I was doing those tutorials, and it appeared then. So we need. What order is this in? Null, null, fact. Wait, null, null. And I just know this off the top of my head. And so this actually might what is this shit? Um, this actually might be eventually where we turn this into a scriptable object so that we can go to each because this list is going to be quite long eventually. And if we could set up a scriptable object on each one, we could keep track of the data a little easier. And we wouldn't have to worry about this weird list right here. Oh, this is um and then we would have like the data attached to something. It's kind of annoying that shit popping up all the time. What does it want me to do? Tab? Okay, so that solves that shit, but I think this is going to be an issue here is we want to change. I'm just going to have to remember it's going to be quite brutal. Like right now there's only 7 of them. Or yeah, 7 of them. But trying to remember that later is going to be when we have 300 of them or whatever we're planning. Was it 300? I think it was 300. 1200. I don't know. I was comparing it to CK3. They have like 2400. Okay, so that needs to be that. But then we also need to change that array. You know what we could do? I don't know how this works. Whoops. Uh, it's new. I mean, I've had this turned on. Oh no, this is IntelliSense. Oh. I think I must have installed. I was installing all sorts of weird shit when I was installing C sharp directly. Just the command line C sharp. What I was just thinking here is we could create this array from this. That way, if I changed the name of one of these, they wouldn't have to match. It would just. Is that that wasn't what I was thinking about doing originally for this little change here. I was just gonna do this, and everything's gonna fucking break right now. I'm pretty sure. So let's fix that first. I'm gonna try out. I'm a I'm very much into. God damn it! I keep forgetting to turn that off. Uh, I'm very much into accepting change. I tell people all the time at my work, like, you can't fight change. Uh, so I'm gonna try out IntelliCode. Why didn't nothing break? I'm disturbed. I don't know what we were trying to find here. I don't know why this was helpful at any time, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. That seems to have worked. Oh, I didn't check if. Oh no, we did check if time was passing. Let's see if our armies can still move around. Oh, we have this set to like no time at all, which is fine actually. We do need to put that. That's gonna be. Yeah, this still works. Army fuck stick over here. Fuck stick 0. Okay. I don't like this. You know what we should do instead is it was telling me not to do this. What do I got? We got some um got some problems there. User error. We'll do Idaho next. We're not gonna do Idaho, that's 20 years from now. 3 years from now we'll add Idaho. And if you hover over this, will it tell you what this is? I wish it would do that. Tab to accept. Oh yeah. That's pretty nice. That was easy. I was talking about the IntelliCode thing. I just could hit tab there. All right, so this is some bizarro shit. I feel like this should be created. This is gonna be like if we have 10 factions. Oh yeah, this is all fucked up. Let's not mess with that right now. We could just have a list with the county names instead of just like an old school list. You know what? Let's just leave it like that for now. We don't need to worry about it too much. I was thinking we could. It's back to the thing is we could just get the names from here. That way, if I change, like if I had a typo, Wasco is supposed to be Waxo or something. I could. It wouldn't cause issues. And I think it right now they need to match, and that's kind of dumb. Like we want to future proof my typos and stuff. Let's create it as a. I guess I didn't need to scroll all the way to the bottom. I don't remember what this is, so I'm getting rid of it. Um, though it's gonna be the same. Actually, there's a way to do this without really changing anything. What's the best way? Let me think this through for a second, because I can make it say like, hey, this equals that array name, but it might be better to do it the other way. But then I don't think with arrays, I don't know shit about arrays. Um, add to array. You just put in equal signs. Arrays are dangerous. Oh, tell me why. Um, to an existing. That's a list. You add something in the middle of an array. All right, so I should be. So last time I was streaming, what's his name? I never can remember this guy's name. Keto was like telling me I should be using a list for something else, and then I eventually made a list. So maybe I should just turn this into a list, to an in list, to a list. Then I'm still gonna have to do like in a wake. They're gonna have to go in here, but I don't think that's an issue. He was basically saying the same thing that like arrays aren't meant to be fucked with after you've made them, and this wouldn't be fucked with. Let's make it a list. Let's make it a list. We'll stick it in here. Is that what I want to do? What? Let's think this through long term. Let's say you want to change the name of your province. It's definitely going to have to be a list then. A config file like a JSON object, where it's read in. So that's how I'm doing. Well, it's right here where I'm reading. It's just a text file where all of the names of people. I could read in all of the names. They're gonna be changing him same sometimes though. At least I know I would want to change him. You know, who wants to live in Washington or in Cowlitz or Harney, Umatilla? No, I'm gonna push this off down the road. That's what I'm gonna worry about this later. Change. Maybe make the county into a list that in the inspector and the array don't have to match. They can the let's do that. Convert to an issue. Make this in here. I gotta put a note in here. The list could validate the game object name. Whenever I can't make a decision on well, unless it's critical, but whenever I can't make a decision on something, I just kick it down the road, and sometimes they just solve themselves, if you know what I mean. Like I come into something, it's like, oh, I have to do this. This has to be this way, and then I find it later. I'm like, I already did that. Um, all right, so we don't need that. That shit's done. Do that every time now, and we didn't see any issues with it. Okay, so select county code is pretty ugly. And I always get confused what's going on because it's just a big wall of shit. So let's fix that. I'm going to bring it into functions. What Keto is saying is that I should make more mono behaviors, and I hate. So this is a major thing that I don't. Let's go over here. Um, I don't like when this has like a list of just a bazillion scripts in it. I feel like that's not necessary. Like, why not just have him in one? And he explained it to me, but I didn't understand. So that's and then he's like, you should take some C# basic classes. I'm on Hello World. Um, but let's break these into functions for now. And then we want to start trying to get rid of these. And he showed me how to do that, or he explained. He didn't show me. He explained why I should do that and how to do it, sort of. Um, so we have check for armies. So what is this first part even doing? The fuck is this thing doing? This is making the county info panel active when you click on a county. So that's right. It's turning off the army thing. And it's setting the hero info list inactive. We did this as some bullshit. This was some bullshit. Uh, that enable resets the hero info list. If I remember correctly, I can't remember. I can't believe I remember any of that. But this, I guess, this is fine. What's next down here? So this is part of the reason why this has to be named correctly, because you're clicking on it and you're getting the name, and it's going to here. That I kind of want to leave just to make sure. This should be. Actually, let's turn this into a function here. This should be, we will call this fill County info panel. And we can do that. I don't know where it put it. Where did you put that? Okay, there it is down there. Um, Actually, this wouldn't be bad either to have around just for now, but let's put it in different spots. Then this. I don't remember why we had that there, so I'm going to get rid of it. If an army has been selected and we left click on a county, it clears the army of being selected. I'm not sure why we put that note in there, but it's probably important for some reason. If so, I think this should all be in here, is what I want. So it checks for heroes if we have this thing turned on. Thank you, Valdo. Have a good night yourself. And Belgium. That sounds like a good place to be. I should check it out. Sometimes I tell you, I like Belgian waffles. I do. Have a good night, and thank you for the help. Um. So what is next on here? If an army has been selected and we left click on a county, all right. So this just turns that shit off. Why would we have? Why do we need this if statement in here? If this is true, we turn it off. But if it's false, who gives a shit? Turn it off again. Like, why do we care if it's true? We're gonna do it like this though, and then we're gonna run a test here. Oh, is this in here because like we didn't have? Let's put this back in here so that I can remember. Um, I think we had this set because if it bugs out because this isn't anything. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. Yep. That's why we had to put that in there. Um, um, the if statement is needed if there is no just in case there are no armies created yet. Okay, so that's why we did that. Let's double check, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what that was. Yeah. So then let's put this in its own little thing here. And then where it's going to be delect, deselect. It's just so hard to find this stuff when I'm looking at it later. So I think it'll be easier if this is mostly broken up. So this one, this should actually be named. I know it's long, but now I can read it, and I know exactly what it does. It's so long. Uh, yeah, I don't know why the fuck that's there. Uh, so this fill county info panel. This seems like this should be part of it. Yeah, why the fuck is that there if it's already been checked up above? This needs to be in this other part though. Fill county info panel is what this is supposed to be. So this is the part. Yeah, both of these. This is also. So see, this says. Um, both of these. So this will check for the heroes and the thing. We have this or this or in here because we have this variable to check, so we can look at other ones if we don't own them while we're developing. It should. I have a feeling we had the in that weird order for some other reason. So that seems to be. Oh, it says Lord Hayward is scavenging. Oh, did I click on that? I didn't even check that earlier. Let's create an army. Oh, hey, do we own this? Yeah, we don't. So we need. This is gonna be that color thing. We don't actually own that. Current time, day 2. Travel time is busted. You see, that shit was busted. What did we do to break something? Did I click? Hit create army? create an army, and then like dick around or something. Time's going. I did. We just found a fucking bug. We just found a fucking bug here. Maybe we just created a bug. We're not going to fix that bug right this second. We're going to add it to here. Maybe we should fix that right now. Let's finish what we were doing. Otherwise, we'll never finish. And I'm trying to keep my only 3 hours today. So we're actually we kind of knocked this stuff out. I do. Let's just comment this out and see what happens. Like every time you left click, it should go through this process. Now all we did was we moved that wall of garbage to here. Well, what the fuck were we testing for? What are we testing? We were testing to see if this deselects when you like click somewhere. It does, so I don't know what we were doing. Yeah, that's bad. It's not even that. It's not getting like the day isn't getting added. Or some shit. Let's double check this. So we've only done the left click. We could name this something else. Actually, I think I'm okay with how this is for right now. I kind of it's tempting to get rid of those debug logs altogether. I wasn't even looking at them. Were we getting the correct shit going? Tillamook is faction 2. That seems right. Has an army been selected? So, oh, this is all just army movement. This whole thing is. We already have a thing called that. What the fuck am I listening to? It's some weird. Uh, yeah. So if it that is what this whole thing is. Yep, that's that whole thing. So now it will be a little easier to look at. So this is what I was trying before when I was dealing with this. I was having like some issues like I was scrolling through so much shit, but now I can go like, okay, here's the fill county info panel. Here's the deselect on county left click, and we can clean this up probably some more. That's what I'm like tempted to like this. We could turn this. Do we need this at the top? I usually just stick that shit up at the top. You know what we could do is we could uh um I don't want to call it activate panels because they're not. They're turning them false on some of them. Change panels, close panels, adjust panels, um, manipulate panels, panel. Whoa! Let's call it straight up panels. Uh, and then we'll just cut this shit. And I actually think this should be at the top, at the very top. I don't know if it's gonna fuck something up, but we'll try it out. And I'm just gonna get rid of this. We'll figure out where to put that later. This is just too clean now with that stuff sitting there. We got some bullshit here too. I typoed something. Almost blew the whole thing up. You know what I wasn't looking at this whole time is my stats. Doesn't look like we're losing too many things here. Well, let me do that. See that it was doing this a second ago. Yeah, there's something the day is fucked up. I bet you it has something to do with what we just changed here. Let's also set this back. I don't know what happened here. It likes it over there. That's fine. It looks like we can leave this. This we probably can delete this. Got to put some more testing in there. Okay, what's next on our list? Uh, 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 uh. Put this back over here. It looks like I'm so. Oh, you got on my Discord. It looks like I'm so active, but it's like these are just some basic shit that we're getting through here. World load map into function set of wall of shit, which is hopefully how much time do I got? 13 minutes. This is a wall of shit, and I was hoping actually to get to. So he was explaining. Keto was explaining how I could do this a better way, and basically what he's saying is you shouldn't in the wake thing. This is too easy to break. If I arrange things in a different order, that all this shit breaks, uh, and it's too fragile. And he kind of explained how we would fix that with something called instance, where you put an instance of itself. Uh, this actually isn't that bad. Oh, this is bad. What is this? Create various county specific data. When it says data, does it mean? Oh, I want to change this back to 10, by the way. I forgot that I keep telling myself I'm going to do that, and then I haven't done it. You know what we should do first, though, just for fun? Let's put like 20,000. I've always wondered how, like, at what point does this shit starts grinding? Well, that was. I think I saved it ahead of time. Not losing any frames, so we're not at that extent yet. Okay, 20,000 might be a little. Oh no, we crashed it. We crashed it. 20,000 might be a little too high. Time for the task manager to come out here. Uh, do this again here. I'm gonna keep the task manager open just in case we have to blow it up again. It says somebody called me like on the telephone. That's total insanity. I was a friend. Let me text him. All right. I actually texted while I was streaming. So this is a first. Okay, we better fix the controller there before. Let's go to 1,000. I'm just curious, what level of push? Um, hey, 1,000 isn't bad. I mean, we're gonna try to not get it to 1,000. I am actually no, I take that back. It's kind of depressing. 1,000 isn't that many people. So that is going to be an issue that we're going to run into eventually. It's cool that it's all scrollable and whatnot. Maybe it will probably be, I assume, faster when we actually compile it. We don't have to worry about that yet, though. That's a bazillion years from our current situation of 10. Um, I'm thinking, like, what happens if you want to pull up all of your population, like the whole count, the whole countries. Okay, back to what we were doing before I blew up that shit. Let's just start at the top and go down. Uh, create counties. County dictionary. Counties dictionary. And then I think you can just alt click this fucker, can't you? No. Control click. There we go. Uh, paste that in there. This should be. Why do we have this second? I feel like the file path. Uh, should be first, right? I don't know why I think that. Somebody, I once again, I know somebody's gonna be like, dude, you shouldn't be doing it this way. You gotta mono behaviors or some shit. Well, every time we're learning, we're learning. I just want to be able to read this shit a little better. We're just gonna leave this piece of shit there. It's only one line. This is set up this way so that it can be a static variable. Um, okay, this is gonna get changed when we change. We're gonna call it the instance. Instance. Okay, so this is the first. Oh, this is it. So we're creating the population here, right? Yeah. And see, this part was easy because it was already pretty clear. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do? I missed the thing. I missed the thing. But let's put this in order. Wait, what the fuck? Start. Be up here. It's gonna look like we did so many changes today. All right, change my mind. It's not gonna look that great. On start. Okay, so this is we created these arrays and we're blowing them away at that point, or lists or whatever they are. Get names from file. Create counties. We have that thing that we're gonna adjust. Generate leaders, which is a function that they're not called functions, they're called methods. Methods. My okay, so this is all good. This is how we want it to be. Just so awake. So basically, I didn't like how awake was filled with all that shit because I couldn't find anything. But now we know, we can reorder stuff if we need to. Let's hit play on this, and then I'm gonna call it a night for this. I can't believe it's already 7 o'clock. I keep meaning to turn that off as well. I guess I kind of I don't mind that it does that. It only does it the first time though. That's kind of a bummer. I'm not seeing any bugs though, so I think we're good. We should change that button so it doesn't appear if you can't make somebody there. Yeah, so we got this same issue with the army movement. Somehow our timer got fucked up. What was the thing I just said? Oh, it shouldn't. Let's add this as a. Fuck am I doing? I'm in the wrong spot. Let's add this as a thing over here. If you can't create an army in that county, easy enough. And That should be pretty easy. Yeah, that should be very easy. So we'll leave this here. This is done. We gotta move it first. And we'll actually put it in this order. Um, yeah, we'll do this first next time because it will be more fun than fixing this bug. Then we'll do these things. This one definitely we need to do. If I had more time, I would actually tackle this bug right now. Maybe tomorrow. So the goal was to actually stream like at like 10 o'clock this morning, and it's 7 p.m. So I didn't get a chance to do that. Tomorrow might be the same. I want to stream tomorrow morning. So hopefully with the same thing. This one, like I said, it should. I don't think that that's gonna be that bad. I don't know what the fuck I did to it. I don't even want to look because I'll get sidetracked and I got to split. But that's it for me tonight. Thank you guys for joining me, and Valdo, thank you for the help. I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.